Hello, CD Bestie. Listen now on my new single, El Camino, and listen my story in CreativeDisc, the number one music in Indonesia.
Hello CD Bestie, back again with me, your miracle boy, Ahmad Bagas Saladila, and we have a special guest from USA, LA Edwards, everybody. So, without any further ado, let's call Luke Edwards. Hello, Mr. Luke. How's your day lately? Your activity lately?
It's a beautiful day here in Spain.
Oh yeah. Please tell us what's your activity lately?
It's a lot. Lately, I've been working on my golf game, short game, and besides that, also rocking out all across the world. Playing music with my friends and family, and drinking lots of delicious drinks, champagne mainly, and that's pretty much it. That's what's going on with me.
All right, thank you. And now we are talking about a new single, El Camino, from the album Python. Is that right?
Right. Yep.
All right. Can you explain it? What is the meaning of El Camino?
El Camino. It means the street. In Mexican / Spanish. It's also the name of my car. I've recently bought a El Camino, which is kind of like I think it's like the first compact truck. So it's an old car, El Camino. It's like it's just a 2-seater. It's just basically about just kind of driving around, making love on the beach, hot dog on a stick. It's just all the classic California feels that you could hope for, hopefully. For listeners who are not from California necessarily, it's just about having a great time at night.
Yeah, I saw you on your music video. You driving your car with your friends it's like a desert. What does it mean in the desert? Is it correlation with the El Camino?
Yeah, so that's my beautiful wife star in there, the redhead that you see, and that is the car. That's the El Camino in the video. It's the El Camino. It's the Sonoran Desert. That we were actually in Arizona, which is totally weird because I had to keep driving up and down the same stretch of highway, but it was a very dangerous highway. And I had to they were like, okay, I was on my phone like this, and they were like, okay, now turn around. But there's no place to turn around. So,
and then, this is the next question. What made you choose a Muscle Shoals Sound Studio as the location of record El Camino? Any special experience during the recording process in there? Yeah, Muscle Shoals.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place to record. Beautiful studio. We were at Noble Steed. I think Casey Musgraves has recorded there. A lot of big country acts have recorded there. I like Muscle Shoals. I like it. I can see why people go there. I don't know if I recommend it or not.
Okay. Yeah. And then, how did you approach the creative process in developing the themes for the lyric for Python? Python. Were there any personal experience that inspired you created this album, Python?
Any personal experience?
Yes, personal experience.
So, it's a family album. It's about family. It's about where we grew up, and then I worked a lot with my wife on a lot of the lyrics. It was nice to work with my wife on a lot of the songwriting. So that was very enjoyable on this particular one.
All right, with the exploration of new sounds in Python, such as the use of scene, how could describe evolution of L.A. Edwards' music compared with the previous album?
Compared to the previous album, I would say, yeah, we did do a lot more. It is a bit more synthy. You know, a lot of people, I think we're kind of like in we did the Born in the USA. We did that Springsteen thing, and now we're kind of like we're in our 80s. You know, as the band, like we're exploring like these more electronic sounds. I guess it was just nice. It's nice to have this. It's nice to have it, and we keep it legit. You know, we're not playing on any sort of drum machines or tracks live, man. You know, it's like, I don't know. It just kind of came out naturally, like that there was more keyboards on this one, and it was kind of like we wanted a thicker layer for singing, because it's nice to sing on top of some synthesizers. So, a lot of people are coming around to, the 80s Bruce Springsteen. You know, like when Bruce Springsteen released like I'm on Fire or stuff like this, like his synth years, they were like, we don't like that. But now like the next generation is taking that and we're like, we actually like that. And I think, heavily influenced by that, or John Hyatt, Steve Winwood, back in the High Life. And we're just kind of putting our own spin on that. And I think the synth is, people love to hate on the synth, like especially in a guitar rock band, they love to hate on it. Like, do you remember like when like Van Halen like do like Jump? Like that's a huge song of theirs. It's a synth song. People love to hate on it, but it's like, why? You actually love it, and it's actually really sounds good. So I think for us, like you have bands like War on Drugs or The National or Tame Impala, who are they're working synth in very well, and I don't know, it wasn't intentional. It just a lot of synth found its way onto the album.
And then, which artists have inspired or maybe this influences you and the L.A. Edwards, the most influenced artist of all time?
Underwater Revival, CCR. We really like Billy Joel, Springsteen. It's pretty evident, I think, when you listen to the album, who our influences are. George Harrison, he's probably the best Beatle.
And how did a touring with the artists like Lucinda Williams and Rival Sons influence the development of your music?
We just kind of do our show, and then we appreciate their music. But we just kind of love what they do, and are glad to be there with them.
This is perhaps an optional question. What do you hope for a listener to convey do this album?
I think I was thinking about this earlier today. I think it's just a sexy album. I would like for people to make love to it as much as possible. Smacking lips, touching tits, stuff like that.
Last but not least, any message to your Indonesian listener?
I guess just be excellent to each other.